Young tennis ace finds inspiration as Eala usher. If the goal of the Philippine Women's Open was to inspire a new generation of tennis talents, it worked on at least one bemedaled age grouper who, for a fleeting moment she will never forget, shared center court with Eala right before the Filipino star made her debut in the recent WTA 125 event. Maria Helena Ruiz, who is a rising prospect in the 9-under age group, shared a moment with Eala as the latter's usher during the entrance of players at center court in the round of 32. Walking to center court was already cool, the 9-year-old athlete, who is also a jiu-jitsu 2-stripe gray belter, said in a message to the Inquirer. Walking to center court with the Eala was phenomenal. I was very excited and very happy to be chosen as the first kid usher to walk with Alex for her first game. Ruiz is slowly carving her own niche in the age group circuit, winning against bigger players, including boys, to merit her spot among the kid ushers for the inaugural WTA event in the country. Watching world-class tennis inspired me to be better, she said. It has made me want to train harder and be even more intentional, Ruiz said, referring to a word she and her parents used to sharpen her focus. Being part of the event and interacting with the WTA standouts was a huge bonus. Just before walking into the court, Eala turned to Ruiz to ask if she was ready, and both of them walked to the court holding hands. Then it was cool because she gave me a high five, Ruiz said. Ruiz also ushered in top seed Tatiana Maria, who shared a laugh with Ruiz upon learning they shared a name. When Maria won her first game, she gave Ruiz her game-worn wristband and said, "You're my lucky charm." Likely. Ruiz left for Japan for a family vacation and Maria lost her next game. The WTA and tournament organizers held the tournament, hoping to ride on the sudden rise of Eala in the world ranking and in popularity, and allow tennis to regain its foothold among young Filipinos. Judging by the live fan turnout, the huge TV and streaming audience, the high engagement on social media and the smile on one 9-year-old ace that still hasn't faded, the plan worked. Title: Serving Dreams. A young tennis ace finds inspiration in Eala usher. The sun was just beginning to rise over the clay courts of the Riverside Tennis Club, casting a golden glow over the worn lines and nets. For 15-year-old Leo Martinez, mornings like this were sacred. While most of his classmates were still scrolling through phones or rushing to school, Leo was already stretching, bouncing his tennis ball, and imagining the sound of the ball hitting the strings of his racket in perfect rhythm. Leo was a prodigy, everyone said so. His coach, Mr. Henderson, often told him, "Talent without heart is nothing, Leo. Remember, tennis is as much about soul as it is about skill." Yet, lately, Leo had been struggling, not on the court, but inside himself. Wins felt hollow, practice routines monotonous, and every serve seemed mechanical. He loved tennis, yes, but he felt something missing. Something he couldn't put his finger on. It was during one late evening, scrolling through social media in the dim light of his room, that he stumbled upon a video of Eala Usher, the young singer whose voice had captivated millions. What struck Leo wasn't just her music, it was the intensity, the raw emotion she poured into every note. She sang not for fame or applause, but because she had something to express, something that mattered. He watched her perform for what felt like hours. In her eyes, he saw courage, creativity, and a fearless vulnerability. It hit him. This was the spark he was missing in tennis. He had been playing to win. He had been playing to impress. But Eala played from the heart. The next morning, Leo walked onto the court with a different mindset. He closed his eyes and listened to the rhythm of the ball hitting the racket, imagining it as a melody. Each swing became a note, each serve a crescendo. He wasn't just hitting the ball anymore. He was telling a story, expressing something deeper. For the first time in weeks, he felt alive in the game. Coach Henderson noticed immediately. There it is, Leo. That fire. What changed? Leo shrugged, a grin spreading across his face. I watched someone perform. Really perform. It made me realize I need to play my way, not just theirs or anyone else's. The change was subtle at first. His serves were more fluid, his footwork lighter, his volleys infused with a newfound precision. But what really changed was his presence, the aura he carried onto the court. Opponents sensed it, crowds noticed it, and Leo felt it himself. Tennis had transformed from a duty into a dance, and he was finally leading. Weeks turned into months, and Leo found a new ritual. He would listen to Eala's songs before matches, letting her energy fuel him, letting her courage remind him to be fearless. The music became his secret coach, guiding his emotions and sharpening his focus. At the National Junior Tournament, Leo faced his toughest opponent yet, a player known for crushing serves and relentless stamina. Before the match, as he sat in the locker room, headphones on, he imagined Eala's voice, steady and unwavering, echoing in his mind. "Play with heart," he told himself. "Play like it's your song." The match was intense. Every set felt like a verse, every rally like a chorus, and every point a beat in a story he was telling with sweat and determination. Leo lost the first set, but he didn't panic. He let the rhythm guide him, moving with a confidence that surprised even himself. By the final set, his shots were not only precise, they were beautiful. Every serve sang, every backhand spoke, and every point felt like a declaration. When the final point was won, and the crowd erupted, Leo didn't think about the trophy. He thought about the journey, the music, and the courage it took to play his truth. In that moment, he realized that tennis, like music, was about expression, not perfection. Later that evening, sitting in the quiet of his room with the golden sunset filtering through the blinds, Leo picked up his racket and smiled. He wasn't just a player anymore. He was an artist, a storyteller, and, most importantly, someone inspired to keep growing. And somewhere, in the rhythm of a song and the bounce of a ball, Eala Usher had given him the spark to find his own voice. Leo's journey was just beginning, but he knew this. Every champion needs inspiration, and sometimes, it comes from the most unexpected places: a song, a voice, or a young artist daring to be herself. Word count, 860 words. This version keeps it under 2,000 words but allows for emotional depth, character growth, and creative imagery. If you want, I can also expand this into a full 1,800 to 2,000 word version with more matches, inner struggles, and scenes of Leo interacting with family, coaches, and fans to make it more cinematic and immersive. Do you want me to expand it to that full-length version?